Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to what is, I guess, essentially episode 0 of Games and Chill. I'm Timmy Garrett from bridgeburnergaming.com. No, not bridgeburnergaming.com. Bridgeburner Gaming on the YouTube site, and it's fishmonkeyproductions.com. So we're off to a good start. We're off to a very good start. So basically this episode is going to be not so much a let's play, more of a this is what I've got planned for the future. I'm just going to be playing a little bit of Sonic in the background because, as I found out this morning, I really need to get to grips with how the audio and the game display and mixing and just how everything works. So I'm playing a little bit of Sonic in the background as I just practice doing commentary and let you know what we've got in store for the future. So first of all, you'll notice that I am completely by myself at the moment. That is going to change when we actually start Games and Chill properly with episode 1, hopefully this week at some point. We're going to be joined by my very, very good friend Kurt, who's going to bring some of his expertise to the table, especially as far as things like FIFA and whatnot are all concerned. So he's going to be joining us, and we're going to aim to do 1 or 2 videos a week. Mainly, we've got a lot of PlayStation stuff, not necessarily PlayStation exclusives. There's a lot of things that are multi-platform, such as things like Dead Space and BioShock, stuff like that. But we do have we're both big PlayStation fans, so we have a plethora of PlayStation stuff to get to, all the way from PS1 to PS2, PS3, and PS4. We also discussed the other day, we found out that Kurt has a big glaring omission in his gaming repertoire, and that is the fact that he was like me, he was a Sega kid when he was little. So he doesn't really have any experience with some of the great Nintendo games, such as Super Mario World, Ocarina of Time, stuff like that. So at some point down the road, we are gonna try and get either a Wii U or a Super Nintendo, if we can get one, hooked up for him to experience some of these games and see what he thinks about them now that he is an older, more jaded, more angry human being than he was when he was a child. We also are going to try and do a few sort of special episodes at some point down the line. One of the things that I have been thinking about was, I don't know if anyone has seen, but there is a Mario Kart drinking game that you can do. We don't have access to a Mario Kart at the moment. Oh, the fails. Absolute fails. I'm so sorry. But that does highlight that the invincibility there is a little bit of a trick, because although it does make you invincible to spikes, it does not make you invincible against bottomless pits. So bear that in mind if you're ever playing Sonic 1. Like I was saying, we don't actually have access to Mario Kart. So I was thinking about using Sonic All-Star Racing Transformed, which I absolutely love, and until when that came out, that sort of took my place as my favourite kart racer, if you can call it that. There's aeroplanes and stuff in it as well, but my favourite kart racer of all time before that, it probably was the first Mario Kart released on the DS, which I believe was just called Mario Kart DS or just Mario Kart. But anyway, so we're going to be trying to do the drinking game. We thought that might make quite a fun sort of like LP, as we eventually get trashed playing a game in a way that it's not necessarily meant to be played. Other than that, got the ring there, lovely stuff. That's it really. So this is basically what I'm recording now. Like I said, it's episode 0, so it is pretty much just it's just a test run of just so I can get used to the equipment, because I've been having an absolute fucking ball ache with the equipment this morning. I am really, really new to this whole recording live commentary whilst playing games, which is one of the reasons why I chose Sonic, because it's a game that I know relatively well, being one of the first games that I ever owned as a kid. It's just been an absolute ball ache this morning. I've done so many takes of this trying different programs to record my commentary. I was getting weird echo at some point, so it was, oh, no, there we go, lost it. Weird echo whilst trying to record, just trying to get all the levels right, trying to find what formats to export files in. And I've spent the best part of sort of, probably about 3 hours this morning. Plus I've been up since 3, getting the final bits of my Resident Evil 0 HD remaster review all together. So it has been a very, very full-on morning. And at the moment, like I said, still very new to this, so I don't really have the headphones needed for this sort of like Let's Play. At the moment my headphones are plugged directly into my television, which means I am sat about 30 centimeters away from the screen, and it has taken its toll on me this morning. Like I said, I've been doing this for a few hours so far today, and I now feel like I just want to cry the salt from my eyes. But that being said, fingers crossed this is all going to become second nature very soon. Hopefully. Oh, I ninjaed it across those thorns. Absolutely ninjaed it. So hopefully it's going to become second nature. Figuring out how to record and all that stuff is, hopefully going to become a quicker process, because at the moment it does seem quite daunting. And that's just with having me here, not even considering the fact that I'm going to have someone else with me. Quick little fun fact about this Robotnik: when I first got Sonic the Hedgehog, I could not do this boss for love nor money. In the end, my mum had to help out, and I remember throwing absolute tantrums because I couldn't do him. I didn't realise that if you stood under the platforms you wouldn't get hit. I didn't understand that you could jump over the ball. But hey, you live and learn. That's Robotnik done. So yeah, like I said, hopefully this week we are going to have the first episode up. This one is hopefully going to go out as soon as I've finished recording it. I think I've ironed out all the kinks, and I think I know how to get good, sort of like commentary exported to tie in. I'm using Adobe Premiere for all my editing needs. So yeah, thank you very much. Like I said, it is going to be a lot better than this in the future. This is literally just a tiny little experimental run. Just wanted to see how everything worked, what it was like recording audio by myself, just in case Kurt ever can't make it and you're stuck with me. But I think we've done okay. I think we've done all right. Bollocks! Apart from that, we've done fine. So thank you very much. Keep your eyes peeled. Like I said, this is episode 0 of what we are going to be calling Games and Chill. And we should have episode 1 this week. We haven't quite decided what we're going to play yet. Hopefully, maybe like a 2-player thing to get us both in the mood. I'm sort of toying around with, not that everything is going to be Sonic themed, but have been toying around with the 2-player races on Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Because I think they're always quite fun to play and should get the banter flowing quite nicely. So yeah, thank you very much everyone for bearing with me and listening to me ramble on. Like I said, this is pretty much just an experimental video, so hopefully the next one should be a bit more entertaining. Cool, thank you very much everyone. Bye bye.